So, I just wanted to come on here and talk. You know how, um, as a person of faith, for me, I always know that eventually, somehow, some way, things will work out. And that came clear to me today. And over the last few days, I had been worrying about or just thinking about how to handle a situation. There's so many things that I'm trying to do, like, with my business with Shalice's, and that's a whole separate life from my personal life. But in both, I am still a believer that God will work things out. So He did. And I remember that saying that used to go like, sometimes when you look at your money, God multiplies it, or you have more in the end than you thought you would. Where did it come from? Well, that's what happened today. Discussing how I was going to pay for some services that I desperately needed for my vehicle. I don't talk about a lot of problems that I have. I don't complain. I recognize it. I pray about it. And I keep moving. Because over my life, I know it'll work out. But how it will happen, I don't know. But what I can say is that after I got the bill, after wondering and worrying how, I had it already. It was all there. But I went through the thought process of how am I going to get this money? Where is it going to come from? And I worked that out too. I worked it out where I would have the money to take care of it. But then after, I realized it didn't cost as much as I thought it would. That's why I went ahead and tried to find more money from what I had saved for this situation. I went over and beyond what I needed. It cost less than what I thought, because had I known it was going to cost what it did, I wouldn't have been worrying because I had saved up for this. But guess what? God worked it out where I did not have to spend the money that I had saved. And then I had less of a bill. So that's increase. I'm like, what was I worrying about? Thank you, God. I just wanted to share that because we don't always trust without worry. Trust and still worry like you're not sure it's going to happen the way it needs to. We all do that, I know. But this time, I stopped and thought, God, you did that. And I thank Him. I thank Him. So that's all I wanted to say. I thank God today for all the blessings, all the ways He's made for me, all the provisions, all the overflow. Even when it doesn't look significant, it is. Because what would I do if I didn't have Him to count on? Because trust me, I know that what I saved and what I was able to hold on to is going to be needed again. So I just hold on to it.